Today I would like to teach you how to crochet these 3 different triangles. We have 2 equilateral triangles made in 2 different ways. This is done in rows, this is done in rounds, and we have a tiny isosceles triangle, which is pretty much like this, just a little bit more squished together to turn it into a tiny triangle. So let's get started with this one, then we'll do this one, and then we'll do this one. Are you ready for it? A quick little note on these triangles, I'm just going to use single crochet for this tutorial, but it can easily be substituted into other basic crochet stitches such as half double crochet, double crochet, triple crochet. The only difference is that you may have to add more stitches here into the center of this specific triangle, but the rest of them are done exactly the same way, even with bigger crochet stitches. So let's get started with the isosceles triangle. Start with a chain of 8, and we're not counting the very last chain that we made, so it turns into an odd number at the very first row. We're going to place 1 single crochet per stitch, starting from the second chain from the hook. Okay, so once you have the very first row done, you're going to turn. If you like to skip the turning chain, that is totally fine. I like to skip it, but you can make one if you like. We're going to first start with a decrease, then we're going to place 1 single crochet per stitch and then another decrease here at the very end. There's different ways to make decreases. I'm just going to go through the front loops here. That's the invisible way of making a decrease, and yarn over and pull through those 2 front loops, and now just finish it up like a normal single crochet. So now in the next few stitches, we're going to place 1 single crochet per stitch until we have 2 stitches left, which would be right here. And now we're going to do another decrease. So going through the front loops only and pulling the yarn through and finishing up like a normal single crochet. Now you can, of course, do the traditional single crochet decrease if you like. I just used the invisible way here. So once you turn, you're going to do exactly the same thing. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stitches left. That means we have a decrease here, 1 single crochet in the center, and another decrease here at the end. So let's do that. So going through the front loops only, that's what I like to do to make it invisible. Yarn over and pull through, and then finish it up like a normal single crochet. Then in the center, 1 single crochet. And then again, here is a decrease, like so. And once you're done, you have 3 stitches left. We're going to do the traditional way of decreasing. That means yarn over and pull through each of these stitches and pull up a loop. And then yarn over, pull through all. And then I do 1 more yarn over and pull through so that it's a little bit of a peak there on the top. You would now weave in your ends, and there you go. Now obviously if you start with a bigger chain count, it's going to be a much bigger triangle. This is just a tiny swatch just that you can see how to crochet this one. If you don't like how it's a little bit wavy here, all you have to do is block it and it makes it straight, and you're going to have your isosceles triangle. Now that we made our isosceles triangle, let's hop in and make our equilateral triangle, also going in rows. Just like the isosceles triangle, for this equilateral triangle, we're also going to start with an odd number of stitches in the very first row. That means we make an even number of chains. So the same is true here. We're going to start with the very first row of just single crochets. I like to go in a back bump. As you can see, it makes the bottom a lot cleaner. So just 1 single crochet per stitch, skipping the very first, of course. Once you're finished, you have 7 single crochets in that row. You're going to turn. You have a choice again whether or not you're going to skip your turning chain. I like to do so. We're going to start with a decrease, just like we did before. Again, I like to go into the front loops, yarn over and pull through, and now finish it up like a normal single crochet. Here's the difference. In order to make an equilateral triangle, we're going to make 1 single crochet in each stitch. We're not going to finish it with a decrease. So only the first 2 stitches of every row are going to be decreased. Once you finish the row, you're going to turn and now do again a decrease. So you're going to see that this takes slightly longer, obviously, because we're only doing one decrease per row, but then all the other stitches are just one single crochet per stitch. Again, turn and keep doing what you just did, is repeating the same pattern, doing one decrease in the beginning, and then finishing it up with just one single crochet per stitch. Once you've repeated it enough until you only have 2 stitches left, you're now going to do the traditional decrease by going through both of them. Yarn over and pull through, so you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all, and then do another little peak there on the top to finish it up. And there you have your equilateral triangle versus this guy, which is the Isosceles. So it's a lot bigger and all the sides are even. By one little difference, by doing the decrease only once per row, that means you're reducing 1 stitch per row, versus here we did 2 decreases per row. That means you lost 2 stitches per row. So therefore it's a lot smaller. Now let's hop into the equilateral triangle that is done in rounds. Now again, I did single crochet over here, and I'm going to talk about how you can adjust that if you do other stitches. So you're going to start with 1 single crochet and then a chain of 2. You could make a chain of 1 if you wish, but I'm doing 2. Again, 1 single crochet, a chain of 2, and then one more set, 1 single crochet and a chain of 2. Now we're going to close our hole unless you already have it closed if you use an alternative magic ring. Now slip stitch to the very first stitch. You could also do continuous rounds if you wish. So now you have 1, 2, 3 single crochets and then 2 chains here in between each of them. So if you would do a half double crochet, I would probably go up in stitch count by doing double the amount. That means doing 2 half double crochets, chain of 2, 2 half double crochets, chain of 2, 2 half double crochets, chain of 2. And then for double crochet, it's likely 3 of each, and then for triple crochet it's 4 of each, but every time there are 2 chains in between. So now what you're going to do in round 2 is you're going to place 1 single crochet on top of the single crochet, and then into that chain space right here that we had created, you're going to place 1 single crochet, a chain of 2, again you could do 1, and another single crochet. Now again, we're going to repeat exactly that process. So once you hit the single crochet, you're going to place 1 single crochet. And now that we're in that corner, which is the chain space, we're going to create 1 single crochet, chain of 2, and another single crochet. Let's repeat that one more time. So 1 single crochet on top of the single crochet, and into that chain space, 1 single crochet, chain of 2, and 1 single crochet. Again, you're going to slip stitch or do continuous rounds into the very first stitch. Now we're going to repeat that exact process. So that means in row 3, we're going to place 1 single crochet per single crochet. So now, no matter where you are, 1 single crochet on top of a single crochet. And every time you hit the chain 2 space right here, you're going to place 1 single crochet, chain of 2, and another single crochet. So let's repeat that. Every time you see 1 single crochet, you're going to place a single crochet. So no matter where it is, 1 single crochet means 1 single crochet. And once you hit the corner, you're going to place 1 single crochet, chain of 2, and 1 single crochet. So we have one more edge to go. Let's do it. 1 single crochet per single crochet, and then 1 single crochet, chain of 2, and 1 single crochet in that corner. So there should be here one more single crochet left at the very end, and then a slip stitch to the very first stitch. So you can see now how that equilateral triangle was created. So now for the next round, you would keep on going. As I said in the beginning, if you're doing it for half double crochets, double crochets, or triple crochets, this process right here is the same, just using different stitches. That means the beginning number is different, but once you hit the outside here, that means starting the second round, you're going to do the exact same thing as I just said. You're just swapping out half double crochet from the single crochet to the half double crochet or double crochet or triple crochet, depending on which one you're doing. I hope this video was helpful on how to crochet 3 different types of triangles, 1 isosceles and 2 equilateral triangles, 1 done in rows and 1 done in rounds. And of course, in between the video, I gave you tips on how to crochet each of them using half double crochet, double crochet, or triple crochet. If you want more details, be sure to check out the link in the description. And just that you know, my membership goes in a lot more detail. So come on over to the Crochet Club and become a member and get a lot more details and get priority, detailed support, and all my patterns as a PDF. If you love this video, be sure to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and turn on the bell to get a notification next time I publish a new video or go live. I hope to see you next time. Bye!